Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to do a kind of vlog. I'm hanging out with my friend Ashmita, and I really don't know what we're doing. I know we're going to the mall, and I do have to pick up my books I got from Barnes & Noble because they have a buy 3 for $25 romance paperbacks. It's like a select of them, so I'm gonna go get that. I already got ready because I forgot to record myself getting ready. Stupid, I know. You guys will follow along with me, but I did want to update you guys on what's been going on in my life. You guys saw me with my bookshelf. I love it. My room looks great. It's kind of messy right now. My birthday happened. I just went thrifting. In July, I had my family reunion. It was a 3-day thing, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I haven't had my family reunion since 2019, since COVID. It was kind of scary for me. Like, I know everyone that's there, but it's still always awkward a little bit because of me. Like, it's always a me issue, you know. We went there the first day. It was just like a greet everyone. It was in Orlando. We ate food. We went under the tents, and that was July 4th. We did fireworks. They were so loud. We kind of just sat there, me and my sister and my mom. And then Saturday, we had a picnic and we wore these shirts that we all like for the family. We ate hamburgers, hot dogs, all that stuff. So we listened to music. The kids would run around, do like little races and stuff like that, play volleyball. At night was the boots on the ground event in the hotel. I didn't dance, of course, because that's not me. My mom, she was living it up, having a grand old time. So good for her. They didn't have a lot of food because you couldn't really eat in there unless you eat what they give you. And what they gave you was like just like small pizza, like cut up into like triangles and stuff. So it wasn't like really like food. We then went back to the hotel, and me and my sister kind of just like stayed up like eating snacks because we were hungry. While my mom went in my other family's hotel, because we all stayed in one hotel, like all the family. We would like stay around the same floors, which was nice, I guess. And then Sunday was the last day. It was kind of like a church service type moment, but like not really because, you know, none of us are pastors or whatever. It was just like a goodbye. We played a little trivia game. I should have won one of the trivia games, but my aunt was for some reason answering all the questions when she should have been giving other people chances, but I'm not mad about it. Then we said our goodbyes. Then we made our way back to Miami. I'm glad I went. It was great. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, which is good. I'm eating a bagel and I'm drinking this. Taste test for you guys. It's the Alani Nu Hawaiian shaved ice. I've never had it. I've tried it already. It does kind of taste like a shaved ice, but there's kind of like a taste after. It kind of tastes like, is this sugar free? It tastes, yeah, there's zero sugar. It tastes like there's zero sugar in it, but it's okay. I did get pulled for jury duty, and I was so sad about that. I was so anxious for that too. I did go in, and luckily my mom with me because she loves me, and she knew that I couldn't do it on my own. This is my first time ever actually having to go, because last time I was in school at the time, so I could just say that I had school. I was a full-time student. It's the summer, so I couldn't say that, and I'm not taking any summer classes, so I couldn't get out of it. But I get there, and I'm literally the first group to get pulled. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is so sad for me. I was like, I really hope I don't get chosen. Like, please don't let me get chosen. And I was number 66. So I was like, oh, this is a bad sign. I was also the first person in my group to have to sit down. So I was like, oh, this is also a bad sign. We sat in and they told us all about the case and all that stuff. And it was a criminal case, by the way. Scary. I don't know how much I can say about it or not, so I'm not going to say much. I really did not want to be there, and they asked us all like a bunch of questions, and I didn't raise my hand for any of them, like biasy questions. So I was like, oh gosh, they're getting like close to the end, and I know like I could be chosen. But then she asked like a question of like, I don't know if I can say the question, so I'm not going to say the question. But I raised my hand so fast because my heart started beating, and I was like, oh, I can't be here for this. And luckily, I was one of the jurors that didn't have to go. So I immediately left and went home and literally was so happy. But I did like the experience. I didn't mind it. What else? I literally think that's it. Guys, I also have not been reading. So sad, I know. And I recently bought the book You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. I got it because I read I read one of her books and I loved the book so much. So I picked up that book. And okay, it wasn't the worst book ever, but it was like half of the book was just her staying at this guy's house and like maybe one thing would happen and she'd stay there, right? Me, I would have been out of there. This is gonna be spoilers, guys, whatever. You know, he's like a killer. The author made it to where the girl is also a killer and kills for fun in the end. And I was like, that's the dumbest plot twist I've ever read. I do think that's one of her older books. So, and the first book I read from her is like a newer book. So maybe she did improve. I don't know. I haven't read any of her other books, but I've just been in like a thriller book read recently. Like I think the next book I read probably will be another thriller book. And I also have been looking for a digital camera, so maybe I wanted to get it off of the Goodwill website because everyone says like that's how you get good cameras. I think I may do it today because I saw some cameras on there already that I like saved, and the buying it ends today, so I think I'm gonna buy it. I'll see you later.
I also feel like I need to invest in some lighting in my room.
You need to invest in some color. So it is currently the next day. I did not vlog anything because I was just living in the moment, but I had a great time. I'll walk you through what happened though. Don't mind my outfit. I'm wearing a SpongeBob shirt. Isn't it so cute? Me, my sister, and my friend Ashmita, we first went to Barnes & Noble because I saw that they were having a buy 3 book sale for $25, which is literally what a steal. So I ordered it online and we went to go pick it up in the store. And the Barnes & Noble that we went to is actually closing, which is so sad. And they're downsizing because like this Barnes & Noble is huge, but they're downsizing it to another area that's like literally right across the next street kind of over. It's in a different plaza. That's so sad because literally I've gone there since we were like children. Like that's the Barnes & Noble we would always go to. And books are also 25% off there since they're closing, which is not that big of a sale. Good thing though, there is going to be a Barnes & Noble by my house, which I'm excited for. And they're opening very soon. So hopefully I will record that if I can go and if there's time in my schedule to go to the Barnes & Noble when it opens. But I'm going to show you guys the books. The total came out to $26.74. If I would have ordered it online and like shipped it here, it would have been like $30, I'm pretty sure. Also, this book selection is like a limited series of books. So it was like only 30 books or 39, I think, that were up for this sale. A lot of them weren't like, they're like popular book series, but they're like, oh, number 3 in the series, or like number 2 in the series. There wasn't a lot of number 1 series. The first book I have is The Front Runner by Elsie Silver. I think this book is one of the third book in the series, and I don't have any of the other books, but I just wanted to get it because they're all like standalones, which like I'm fine with reading standalones. There'll probably be like characters from the other books that are in this book that I don't know about, but I don't really care unless like the other first 2 are good. Then maybe I'll think about going back and reading them, but I probably won't. I do this all the time where I randomly pick up a book and it ends up being like a third book, and then I don't like go back and read the others because like what's the point, you know? This is like a small town romance, I'm pretty sure, and it just sounded interesting. I've never read a book by this author before, so I'm excited and I hope I like it. Next, we have Desperate Measures by Katie Roberts. I have 2 of her books in the Greek gods and goddesses series. I actually didn't look at the author, so I didn't know it was from her. I started one of her books and then I was literally like a quarter in and then I just kind of stopped reading. And I don't know if it's because I didn't like the book or like I was just like not reading much then, but I hope it's not because of the author. This book, it's not about like gods and stuff like that. It's like she's a princess and he's something, I don't freaking know, but it looks cool. I'm excited to read it, and it's not that big. This isn't fantasy, but like a lot of fantasy books are literally like so thick, and I feel like this is very small, and I love the colored edges. For my last book, I got Hex by Emily McIntyre. I heard a lot of people talk about this book. I don't remember. I know there was something that made me want to get this book, but I don't remember what it was. It was someone said something on TikTok about it. It's a whole series, and I think this is the last series book she's came out with recently. This book is like a retell of Ariel and freaking, I don't even know who the frick. I don't know if it's the prince or if it's the bat. I don't know. I'm just going in blind. I wanted to read at least one of the books in here in this series, and I always went back to maybe getting one of them, but I just never really wanted it. Or like I found something else that I thought was better, so I would get that book instead. But this book was a part of the deal, so I decided to get it, and it is so big. So hopefully I actually finish it. I was so happy that I got these. Even though I don't need any more books, and I was supposed to not buy any more books, but if there's a sale, there's a sale, and I have to keep buying. Next, I'll talk to you about like what we did yesterday. We went to Ulta because my sister wanted to get this lip stain, the Seichu lip stain. I'm pretty sure it's like popular on TikTok. And the LA CoverGirl or LA Girls concealer and micellar water. Then after Ulta, we went to the mall. My sister wanted to go to Box Lunch because we've been doing a lot of blind boxes, and she loves blind boxes, and especially the Hello Kitty ones, Sanrio ones. So we've been looking for those, but they didn't have anything, which was so sad. So we got a bunch of blind boxes, and I'll show you guys what I got. So I first got, it was like from the Mickey Mouse series or whatever. I got this cute Pluto. It's so cute. I was so happy I didn't get Mickey Mouse because I didn't want Mickey Mouse, but I wanted Daffy Duck, but or Goofy, but I'm fine with Pluto. He's cute. And then I got this Mofu Sand cat in a bear suit, and I put it on my bookshelf. My sister wants me to buy so many of these because I feel like they would go cutely on my bookshelf. Then we went to Bath and Body Works. We did not find anything there. They had like a lot of fall scents and Halloween scents out already, and I feel like I have like 6 candles in the corner behind you guys. They're all seasonal scents, and I feel like I just want a non-seasonal scented candle, you know, and I just couldn't find one. And I also saw that they were selling the covers for the scented things, the cases, but I didn't see any there, which was kind of sad. And then we were just walking around the mall and talking because we haven't seen Ashmita in literally like a month. So we were catching up on everything that we've been doing. She went to Paris, which I was so excited to hear from her back from her Paris trip because she went alone, and she went with like a group of people, which is something that I want to do, but I'd rather do it with like friends. I hope to do that in my future. We went in a couple stores, but we didn't end up getting anything. We were looking because it's an open mall, and it was so hot outside, like so hot, and I could not, like, we had to leave. My friend was like, oh my gosh, I'm a DoorDasher, we should do a DoorDash a meal for fun, because she's never used it before, but she like signed up for it, so she wanted to like try it out. So we left because the order was to go to Polo Tropical. She did the order, and then we realized it was for a store in the mall that we were at. So we literally had to go get the food and come back to the store and walk out in the heat again and then give the food to the person at the store. But it was fun, and it's definitely something I would love to do, like for side money. If you do that like a bunch in a day where you don't have anything to do, I feel like you can make so much good side money. So then we went and got Chick-fil-A. Remember how I was telling you guys that I was going to be looking for cameras online on the Goodwill app, and that's what I did, and I found 2 cameras that I wanted. They both say they work, but you never know. So this is the first one that I got. It's the Olympus FE210. Look them up on TikTok, the cameras, and they look like they would take good pictures, because I just want good cameras for when I go traveling, and I want to take cute aesthetic pictures and post them online. And then the next one is the Olympus Camedia D540 zoom digital camera, and it's this one. This one's a little more like scratched and stuff, but it's not about the outside, it's what the camera can do, and I could always just put a bunch of stickers on it. But this is that camera, and yeah, they were both $8.99, or this one was $8.99 and then this one was $7.99. The shipping is where they get you, because the shipping was $10.99 each. Hopefully I didn't get scammed, because that's what everyone's worried about, because I'm always getting scammed. That's it for today's video. I know we didn't really do much, but next time it will be better. And I'll actually get comfortable with vlogging in person and all that stuff. And I will be reminded. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.